Hey everybody! So, you finished adding some quiz questions to your Edpuzzle video? Hooray! It's time to share your video with your students or with your colleagues. Let's look at how. There are two options if you want to share your video in Edpuzzle. The first one is Assign. When you click Assign, you might have the option to link your Edpuzzle account to Google Classroom. And what that does is it allows you to checkmark any of your classes that you want to share this Edpuzzle assignment with. And then when you have your classes checked, click Assign. But there's some options you have too. You can prevent skipping. That means that a student cannot click on the timeline in order to bypass questions. They cannot cheat. And you can also turn on closed captions. YouTube automatically generates English subtitles, which then students can auto-translate to Korean if they wish. And finally, you can click to make sure that it posts on Google Classroom. This will automatically generate an assignment that you can share with your students. Finally, you can also set a due date and click Save. When you're all done, check marking your classes and setting the settings, you just have to click Assign. When you link up Google Classroom with Edpuzzle, there's a great feature here called the Gradebook. In the Gradebook, it has a record of the assignments that you've given and a list of all of your students, as well as the time they spent watching the videos and how many of the answers they completed. I click on a specific assignment, and as you can see, all of my students, the trainees, are listed right here. It talks about when they completed the video, how much of the video they got done. Don't be so hard on them. They had a choice in my class to do it on Edpuzzle or Google Forms. Everybody finished the assignment. You can also click on the Questions tab to see just how students did on individual questions. It even color codes it, yellow and red and green, depending on if it was a commonly correct or commonly incorrect answer. So let's go back to the video and let's talk about the second option to share. This is less ideal for students, but you can click on Share Preview. When you click on Share Preview, it will give you a link that you can copy and send to anybody. It can be a teacher or it can be your students. Now, the downside is it will not record your students' progress throughout the video assignments. You just have to trust that they will look at it and get it done, which is why Google Classroom is the ideal tool to combine with Edpuzzle. However, if you want to just share a video assignment and you don't worry as much about the student's completion, then you can also just send a link here. If you don't have Google Classroom, this is a method of sharing Edpuzzle. Just copy the link, and I'll paste the link right here. As you can see, it loads up the Edpuzzle assignment exactly as I created it. All of my quiz questions are down here below, and I can play my video.
Hello, good morning, afternoon.
Wow, why you talk so fast? Okay, thank you for working on Edpuzzle today. I really appreciate your effort, and best of luck creating and sharing your quizzes with your students and possibly the world. Until next time, cheers!